would like for you guys to give a big round of applause for Asia.
No wonder we sing this.
Bring me your tired. Bring me your hungry and your poor, so we came. Huddled our families into commercial jet planes, skipped our rocks across oceans, picked them up on western shores, stacked them into homes, built the ceilings as high as our credit scores, became nurses, became doctors and engineers, real estate brokers and devout Catholics, and we never looked back. Liberty's beacon of hope shining so bright before us, we anchored ourselves at our feet, called ourselves citizen, and left nothing behind but the stretching shadow of our past, tugging at our heels with their empty stomachs, the typhoons coursing through their veins, the mudslides swiped on their cheeks, the rattling of aluminum rooftops pounding beside their heartbeat. The American dream doesn't allow us to think of such things. The anthem we used to sing becoming so easy to forget. The Philippine soil beneath our nails being wiped clean by health benefits and credit card debt, quick to write checks to pay off our guilt. Learn to swallow perfect English until every hint of our accent is washed from our throat. Create a language barrier so tall, the pleading voices on the other side is a dialect we don't recognize as our own, but who can ignore the hunger? Who can ignore the rumbling of stomachs that echo from home, the weight of their bellies heavy from swallowing stones? They search for Jesus in our eyes that we may turn those stones to bread. But we chose to remain silent instead, as if the flood waters could never reach our doors, as if we can't imagine how it feels to be the father, protecting his family from the storm, praying that the roof isn't as frail as his spirit, try pretending not to hear it. When a 12-year-old girl holds her screams as a shame, rips through her womb as destructively as the tourist that paid her, imagine her mother, having to wash that bloody skirt in the river, her tears falling into the current, brought over to our beaches with the morning tide. Have you never stopped to question why the ocean always tastes salty? Have you never wondered how many bodies could be found at the bottom of canals tasted? The way malnutrition settles on the mouth like unheard prayers. The way dehydration makes it impossible to shed tears to show how much they hurt. Because while we button up our shirt and straighten our crooked ties, we can't hear them pounding on our doors from the other side, saying, be careful who you impress. Because the most surefire way to oppress a people is to convince them to imitate in a thought the cultures and values of those who oppress. So can you see them when you press? Can you hear their silence as loud as your conscience? Muffled by the mountains of garbage, lost beneath a parent's broken smile, it still speaks to the heart inside us, how it's stitched together by the loose strings of our flag, held by the frail fingers we've left behind. They tug, hoping to pull us back home. They wait, sitting on the steps of rice terraces, writing our names in soil to bring us closer to our roots. We have to return, take back everything we've learned, carry them like rocks on our backs, stacked as stones, until the hunger doesn't rumble, until the tables are set, until the children's laughter rises into the anthems we will no longer forget. Stack the stones, rebuild a nation to stand on its own, show our world the people have backbones. Tell Lady Liberty, we no longer need to bring you our tired, our hungry, and our poor, because we, Filipinos, can take care of that.